Be up, guys. Apologies for this late stream. It was supposed to be 1:20, but I'm here now. Obviously, I had something else I had to quickly do in the end, so I had to delay this a bit, unfortunately. But obviously, won't be on here too long. There is football going on today, as we know. Other matches, about 4 matches. So obviously, we'll be wanting to watch them. And but anyway, be up to you, Warren. Warren's team talk, Jamie Arteta FC. Yep, correct. But we probably only deserved the draw. Let's be honest. I don't think we've done enough to win it. Let's be honest, really. Arsenal probably did do a bit more than us. I think we, if we applied ourselves more, maybe. But I think we were just going for like a defensive thing again. And a draw in the end. We took that. It's a point. Would have loved to have beaten them, Arsenal. I think they may have been there for the taking, really, but we didn't really go forward, that great. I don't think at times. I just don't think we were really an attacking force most of the time. I mean, there was a few efforts, but I think we only had about 3 or 4 in the end. I think that was about it. Of course, Wissa has got his 15th goal. Brilliant. Brilliant. I will talk about a bit more about him afterwards, after I do the match report and stuff. Be up to you, Harry. Great, thanks for coming in here, bro. Hello, guys. Hope we're all doing well on this Sunday afternoon. Yeah. I'm happy. I mean, believe it or not, I am quite happy with a draw. It's a draw. It's another point. As I say, I've said, reiterated before that we're not quite good enough for Europe just yet. If we do get it, we get it. But I don't think we're good enough. Our squad isn't good enough, big enough. And certain positions aren't good enough. Goalkeeper. Goalkeeper. He's certainly not good enough. With Mr. Flekken, nearly at fault again. Nearly could have lost that because of what he done. Yes, everyone will point at what great saves he's done. Apparently, over 130 odd great saves, apparently. But it doesn't make up for the other shit he does and costs us games and costs us goals and whatever else. So I'm sorry. I still don't want the guy at my club. I don't want him here. I do not want Mark Flekken at the Bees. We can do better than that. We really can. And I think if we do, maybe that's one thing that will get us further up the league and, build on that. Maybe some of the defence still might need improving. I still think the striker situation does need a bit of improvement still. At times, I just think, well, the likes of Bramo just don't do it. And he had great chances to, pick out great balls, great deliveries, and he still didn't do it yesterday. I was disappointed with Bramo. At times, I really was. I know what a class player he is. He is a class player, but at times he just don't do it enough. But yeah, anyway, I'm satisfied with a 1-1. It's a point, and I think we're about right where we are. 11th, 12th, 10th, maybe. It's just about right for us. And that's what I keep saying. I will keep reiterating that. We are not a European team just yet. And I'm really hoping we won't get it just yet until we're absolutely ready and properly, kitted out, ready for it. And I'm not sure we are just yet. But anyway, I'll bring this up and the match report and stuff from yesterday. And also I'll do the player ratings and everything. Pretty happy with the performance in a way. I feel we could have maybe done better. I still think we could have. But, when you get a point at Arsenal, that's pretty good. I think we still could have. I would love to us to beat them. I think it was there. I think it was possible. It was on. But we didn't quite do our best and good enough to beat them. unfortunately. So we take a point. We took it, a draw. Anyway, this was it. Arsenal won, Bees won. Obviously, Partey scored for Arsenal on the break from our corner, 61st minute. Johan Wissa, though, popped up in the 74th with the equaliser, and well taken. But is he truly world class? I'm not so sure. He does get goals. I don't think he done enough else in the game. He didn't. He was a bit anonymous at times, a bit, invisible. I'm not sure he was done everything in the game. But he got the important goal. I suppose that's what matters, and that's what strikers should do. Arsenal won, Bees won. Wissa earns Bees a well-deserved point at the Emirates. Johan Wissa scored his 15th goal of the Premier League season as Brentford came from behind to draw 1-1 with Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. And you see they had loads more possession. Of course, you would always see that with Arsenal. They always have more possession, 64-36. So there you go. That seems to always be the case. Thomas Partey had given the Gunners the lead on the hour, rounding off a blistering counter-attack following a Brian Bramo corner. But Thomas Frank's side rallied and earned a well-deserved point thanks to Vissa's smart finish. There was one change to the side that lined up against Chelsea the previous weekend as Vitaly Janelt came in for Yeha Yarmouk. Forward Gustavo Nunez was named in the matchday squad for the first time. Gustavo Nunez, of course, and he came on near the end. After an uninvented, I might say it right eventually. I haven't been drinking, honestly, guys. I just ain't got me brain in gear, teeth in gear. Yeah, or mouth in gear even. After an uneventful start. There we go. I said it at last. Arsenal had the first effort goal in 10 minutes. Gabriel Martinelli latching on to Leandro Trossard's through ball, darted into the box, and Mark Flekken stood firm at his front post to divert the ball out for a corner. The next chance fell to the Bees. Mikel Damsgaard swept the ball out to Bramo on the right, and the forward threaded a pass down the channel for the overlapping Christopher Ayer. His first time strike from the right of the area was pushed away by David Raya. Wasn't good enough finish. Could have done with somebody, a striker on the end of that instead of a defender. Not good enough, really. But he was on target, and it made the goalie save it. So there we go. Our ex-goalie had to save it, Raya. To be honest, they had a good game, Raya. I've got to admit. William Saliba nodded Declan Rice's corner wide of the post, while Kieran Tierney's headed goal was overturned by VAR for offside. As the intensity ramped up in North London, well, that's working well, that semi-automated offsides now, VAR. That's going really well. That's looking good. And he was offside, although it actually took a little bit longer than it should, I thought, that time. Alexander Zinchenko was next to try his luck on 33 minutes, collecting the ball on the edge of the area, cutting back on his left foot, and testing Flekken with a fizzing low drive, which actually Flekken saved really well, I will admit. He done a good save that time. He can do it occasionally. He's got it in him, yeah. And then he still fucks up, though. So it is what it is, I suppose. Ayer made a vital block moments later, throwing himself in front of Martinelli's close-range attempt after the Brazilian had been brilliantly picked out by Saliba. Yeah, was a great block tackle by Ayer. Fantastic block. It really was. Brilliant block. And he had a really good game, Ayer. Shame it fell to him, that chance. I thought it would have been better for a striker, as I say. But he had a really good game, Ayer, I think, at the back. There's a lot of our defence did, to be honest. I thought we were really good. Really strong most of the time. In the final action before the break, Trossard worked some space on the edge of the box with a smart dummy, and his fierce effort was palmed away by Flekken. Arsenal broke the deadlock on the hour. Raya claimed Mbomo's corner and quickly released Rice. who strode forward into the Brentford half. Partey kept pace with the midfielder and after receiving the ball to the right of the area, hammered home beyond Flekken. Great breakaway goal from that. Not a great corner, I don't think. I don't think we've done well enough with the corner and they got it away easily. But it was a great break and a good goal. Brentford levelled on 74 minutes, substitute Michael Chiodi's cross. Brilliant. What an introduction, and that's a right back, by the way. Michael Chiodi's cross from the byline was cushioned down by Nathan Collins and Wissa on the swivel inside the 6-yard box, fired into the net before racing over to the Bees fans in the far corner of the Emirates. Yes, come on. Chiodi, having played an instrumental role in Brentford's goal, was needed at the other end seconds after the restart. Bukayo Saka capitalised on Flekken's heavy touch. Yeah, there we go. That's the other side of Flekken, the shit. And I'm sorry, but it's not good enough. Heavy touch on the edge of the box and advanced towards goal. But Chiodi raced across and prevented the forward from getting a shot away, thankfully. Well done, Chiodi. Brilliant from him. Brilliant stuff from him, you know. That was good. Michael Chiodi, it was great to have him, great substitution, bringing him on. He made a difference, a big difference, and he'll get a good mark when I do the ratings. So, Bukayo Saka capitalised on Flekken's heavy touch on the edge of the box. And I've just done that one. Jorginho hobbled off on 86 minutes, leaving Arsenal with 10 players for the remainder of the game as Mikel Arteta had used all of his substitutes. Nunez, a summer signing from Brazilian top-flight side Grêmio, made his much-anticipated debut, replacing Christian Norgard in stoppage time. By the way, Norgard was lucky to stay on the pitch. After a terrible tackle on Martinelli, it wasn't great. It was a bad tackle. He was really lucky to only get a yellow, but we'll take that, We got some luck there. It was a terrible tackle. It really was, but still, them's the breaks, isn't it? We get away with it. So, Saka came close to a late winner for Arsenal, but his curling effort skipped narrowly wide of the far post. There were the teams. Arsenal, Raya, of course, in goal. Partey, Timber came on for him in the 69th. Saliba, Kirill, Tierney, Lewis Skelly came on for him in the 62nd. Jorginho, Rice, he went off, Jorginho. It doesn't say that there. He didn't have a substitute. Sorry, of course, yeah. Rice, Marino came on for him in the 75th. Zinchenko, Odegaard came on for him in the 62nd. Ranieri, Saka came on for him in the 63rd. Trossard and Martinelli. Subs not used: Neto, Henry Francis, Butler, Oyedeji and Sterling. For us, the Bees there, Flekken, Chiodi came on for him in the 69th. Vandenberg, Collins, Lewis Potter, Norgard, Nunez came on for him in the 91st. Janelt, Yarmouk, 69th. Damsgaard, Jensen came on for him in the 80th. Shardy, Wissa and Bramo. Subs not used: Valdemarson, Henry, Pinnock, me and Konak. Attendance 60,184. Great attendance there, of course, at the Emirates, as it generally is, I suppose. Frank, an exceptional defensive performance. Yeah, I would agree. Thomas Frank reacted to Brentford's 1-1 draw against Arsenal at Emirates Stadium. I thought it was a good point against a very strong team, he said. We saw how good they were on Tuesday night against Real Madrid, of course. It was a good away performance and exceptional defensive performance. We limited them to very little throughout the game. It was a good mentality to come back and score as well, so I'm pleased. On Johan Wissa, who scored the equalising goal, Frank added 15 Premier League goals. Well, indeed. That's exceptional, and it's down to Wissa, but also down to how we play and how we create chances and big moments. Wissa proud to reach 15-goal milestone. Johan Wissa spoke of his pride after scoring his 15th goal of the Premier League season in Brentford's 1-1 draw with Arsenal. Wissa's strike took him to 50 Premier League league goal involvements, 41 goals, 9 assists, becoming only the second Brentford player to reach this milestone after Bramo in 64, with 64. It's a very good point away from home against one of the best teams in the world, he said. It was a great ball from Michael Coyote. After that, Nath Collins slid the ball back and it came to me. Well, he headed the ball back, actually. He didn't slide it back to you. I think you should look at it properly, Johan, I'm sorry. But it was actually a header back to you, mate. Anyway, and it came to me. I just wanted to try my best to put the ball on target. It went in, and I was really, really, really happy. 15 goals in the Premier League. I'm really happy with that. So you should be, mate. So you should be. Wissa added, I came back from a crazy story. I came to Brentford and struggled a bit during the first year. Second year, I tried to do my best, and last year, I tried to be happy and show what I can do, what I can play, sorry. This year, I'm enjoying the performances from the guys and the confidence from the gaffer, Thomas Frank, and the staff. It's been a long journey, really emotional, and I'm really happy. Now, the aim is to go higher. I'm glad you can see that, mate. I'm glad you're aware of that we need to go higher. Yeah, you look at this, actually, like they had 5 shots, 8 shots, I think. 3 were off target. 5 were off target and 3 were on. We only had 3. 1 was off target and the other 2 were on. So, big chances created, 1 each. So, really, it was a close game as well. It wasn't, Arsenal were not looking likely to really steamroller us. Although, I think they were probably the better team. Created the better things, in a way, the better chances, you would say. And, of course, had a goal disallowed. Tierney, unlucky, of course, but he was offside. So, we were lucky not to have Norgard sent off. I suppose that was, that was a bit of luck we had as well. But yeah, I thought we played pretty well defensively. Nothing wrong there as such, apart from the goalie. I still don't think he's good enough, and at times he lets us down, and we concede because of him at times. So we nearly did again yesterday, concede again because of him. So, but we'll take this. It's good. It's good performance. I enjoyed the performance in a way. You need to be defensively good going to Arsenal because they will create. There's no doubt about it. They will create. As much as I don't think their manager's great, he's not. He's a novice still. Not a good enough manager, an arrogant prick, to be honest, as well. And he's caused a lot of shit there at Arsenal. But I still think they're a good team, and look what they've done against Real, and you can't ignore that. Okay, job's only half done there. It's one game, one leg, and they are 3-0 up, of course. But at the end of the day, it's only half done, and Real could still come back and beat them. You never know. Got to get 4 or 5 goals, of course, but it might happen if Arsenal are complacent. You never know. So, and don't do a proper job at Real at the Bernabeu. But yeah, but back to this, I thought we pretty much only deserved a draw at the end of the day. Really. Anyway, I'll go to the ratings because obviously the football's pretty much started, so I want to go and watch that. A lot of matches today, as we know. But anyway, Flekken, I'm going to rate him. I'm going to give him, as much as I don't like him, what he done as well, another shit cock-up mistake. But he also done some very good saves, I've got to admit. Some decent saves, and as much as I hate him, I'll give him probably a 6 at least. Because it was only 1-1. I still thought he probably could have done better with the party shot. It went over his head. I don't think it was that great. And you see, he's another one party that don't get many goals. So really, I could add him to my list of the players that rarely score and score against us. I could do. I probably will. But it went over Flekken's head. It was poor. That was poor goalkeeping then. So he don't get like a 7 or 8 or 9 because of that. He could do. But if his goalkeeping was better then as well, he would get a good mark. But he don't. And I'm sorry, he ain't good enough. He just ain't good enough for this club. Sorry. I don't want him here. Anyway, I thought he had a really great game, Aya. Yeah, nearly scored, but I don't think it was the greatest of efforts, but it was on target. And I thought he was really good at the back. Solid, one great block, of course. Stopped Arsenal probably scoring. So I'm going to give him an 8. I think he was really good. Really good. Lewis Potter was decent as well. Left wing back, I suppose you could call it. I mean, I think we'll have Rico Henry maybe playing against Brighton. That's who we got next at home at the G-Tech next Saturday. So, yeah, he may play there, Rico Henry. He's our proper left back. But I still think Lewis Potter's had KRP has had a really good season there. And I am actually going to give him an 8 as well. I thought he was really good. So we go to the other defenders. Collins, I thought was immense again, superb, and he headed it back for Wissa, set out that goal. So I'm giving him, I'd say a 9. I'm going to give Collins. I think he was great, really brilliant. Had a great game. Possibly man of the match, maybe. I'm not sure quite yet. There are others I'm thinking of, but he may get it. Vandenberg, I'm still not totally sold on this man, that he's that special from Liverpool. I see at times he's found wanting, I think. I'm not sure he's totally up to this yet. I think he's got a long way to go. Maybe next season, maybe we'll see if he's any good. So for the time being, I'll give him, because it was, decent defensive performance, I'll give him a 7. But I think he could be better. I really do. I think he should be better than that. Now, I'm still not sure sometimes what he does. He's good at times. He does some good passing sometimes. Sometimes I think he's more defensive midfield as such. But I'll give him a 7. I don't think he's better than that, 7. Norgard, was lucky not to be sent off, but I think he had a great game again. He was really good in the midfield again. Great there. He could have been off. It was a bad tackle on Martinelli, no doubt about it. But still going to give him an 8 because I thought he was really good. Really good. And did get booked, of course, but there we go. Right, we move on to Damsgaard. I don't think he was that great. I don't think he stood out yesterday. I don't think he had the best of games, unfortunately. He's had a great season, but I don't think he was that special. I'll give him a 6. I don't think he was that great yesterday. I really don't. Right, 6 for Damsgaard. Bramo, I thought at times was great. His final ball still is lacking. I think the decision making with him is not brilliant sometimes. That time he should have picked out Damsgaard when we was on the break. He got into near their penalty area and should have crossed it, cut it back for him. Tried to find Wissa, which the ball wasn't on. And for that reason, I can only give him a 7. I don't think, he was involved in the goal, the equaliser, but ultimately it wasn't him that done it. It was Coyote crossed it and Collins headed it back. I still think there's something there with him that just can't push him up to that real top level. Maybe going to a bigger team. Yeah, I nearly said better there. Probably you could say better. Because sometimes we're not as good as we think we are and should be. Bigger team might thrive. He might do better, Bramo. And I think he's a very good player. He's quality. He is quality, no doubt. And at our place, our team, he sticks out like a sore thumb as a fine player, great player. But he still doesn't do the right things at the right times. And that's why he's not one step up, a level up to almost world class, I'm afraid. And we will go to Wissa. Yeah, I don't think he done a lot else in the game. He got the goal. That's the important thing, a well-taken goal. But he's got 15 goals. Brilliant. Well done, that man. Brilliant. Well done. I like that. It's brilliant. 15 goals. And as much as I hate Ivan Toney, he's no Ivan Toney. I'm sorry. I think Toney had that extra little bit more. As much as I hated what he done here, what he slagged us off, gambling shit, I think he was made an example of too much. I think it was terrible that, that ban and stuff. He was giving too many games out, too many months out. Came back unfit because he weren't playing anywhere, weren't allowed to play. As much as I hated all that, I wanted to back him. I wanted to say he was brilliant and, come back and fire us, get all the goals. And he didn't. He got, 5 or 6, if that. Weren't enough when he came back. But whatever you say, that was wrong, that decision to ban him for that long. He still shouldn't have done what he did. And that's his own fault. It's you making the decision, Ivan, to gamble and do the wrong things. So it is still your fault, no matter if you were punished unfairly, in a way. But, sorry. But I still think he's better than this guy, Wissa. I do. I know he's got all these goals, Wissa, but I just don't know what else he does in the game. He runs around, he harries a bit. He's 100%er. He's got a little bit of pace, I guess. Not outstanding, lethal pace. Mind you, Toney weren't really pacey exactly, but he has got a bit of pace. I just think Toney had that bit more to his game all round. He's stronger as well, held it up well. It gave us another out ball, plan B, because, once we break out, we got no outlet, really, sometimes. No outlet. And, it's still not a real outlet. We had that with Toney, though. We had that. And we were better when we came up. We were stronger. We had a stronger defence. We had more going forward with Toney and whatever. I still think we did. We had a proper decent goalie with Raya, of course. Brilliant keeper. Brilliant for us. No doubt. But, that's all gone. We're not quite as strong as we were then. And we're still good, though. We're mid-table. We're definitely mid-table. 11th, 10th, 9th, whatever. But nowhere above that at the moment. There's just no way we're above that. But getting back to Wissa, I think, as much as I like him, there's a lot to like about the guy. And he's come back from something terrible. That acid attack, that was dreadful, what happened to him. He was lucky to still be able to see. and they had to, probably sort his face out, plastic surgery or whatever, maybe, or do something with his face. It was horrible. And I feel sorry for him with that. I think he's a very good player. I don't think he's the top level. No way. Other teams wanted him. Forest wanted him, 22 million. Maybe we could have let him go. We could have done. Got the 22 mil. Maybe you could say he could be more. He should be more, like 30, 35 maybe, even 40. Getting 15 goals, Let's not undervalue these players again like we do with Raya. And he went for less than he should have gone for, to Arsenal. The skinflints, Arsenal. Bought him for less than he should have been. So there you go. And I don't want us to do that again with our better players, our best players, Bramos and Wissas and so forth. Don't undervalue them. Let's get top money, big money for them. And Bramo's got to be at least 60, 70, 80 mil because he's that great. But Wissa, I am going to give him an 8 because of the goal as well. I still don't think he was, done a lot else in the game. But he showed up with a goal, and that's what matters. So maybe I guess it's between him and Collins for man of the match. And thing is, I'll give Collins 9. So, you know what? I'm still going to give Collins man of the match. But Wissa is still getting 8 for the goal. And putting himself about a fair bit, I guess. But we move on to the last one, Shardy. And I think he was in and out. He didn't do that much. I can't say he done that much at all, really. I would say 6 for him. I don't think he was that special. Glimpses, yeah, but nothing else. And the subs that come on, Jensen, weren't as good. I thought he would be really good coming on for Damsgaard. I'd give him a 5. I don't think he was that special. Me wasn't used. Valdemarson, of course, wasn't used. Pinnock or Konak. Nunez only came on for 2 or 3 minutes, if that. 91st minute. Didn't get a chance, his debut. So I can only give him a 5, really. Yarmulke came on for Yannick. Got booked, 69th. Not much for him. I don't think 5 as well. Henry wasn't used. But Coyote, well, this was a great substitution, bringing him on. It made a difference as well. Come on for Aya in the 69th, and I think he should get more games now. I really do, Michael Coyote. And I'm going to give him an 8. He was instrumental in the goal, and he done well at the back as well to stop Saka when Flekken fucked up again. So I'm going to give him an 8. I thought he was really good when he came on. Yeah. So looks a good signing, Michael Coyote. But anyway, that's about it, guys. There's obviously football going on now, and I want to go and I actually might just have a quick look at the scores before I go. Right, hold on a minute, guys. Let's look at these scores. Not many goals about, actually. Thankfully, I ain't missing much. Right, let's bring this up. Here we go. There we go. And there's the scores. Only one goal and Wolves are beating Spurs. Well, I think I put Wolves to beat Spurs, to be honest. 8 Nori with the goal there. In only the second minute. The others are 0-0. Chelsea 0, Ipswich 0. Liverpool 0, West Ham 0. And the big one later, of course, Newcastle Man United, R4. So it should be good. Looking forward to all that. Yeah, thanks, Harry. There, great stream, bro. Enjoy the football this afternoon. You too, bro. You too, brother. Enjoy it all. And yeah, it's good for us yesterday. Still happy with a point. I knew it could have been better. Really, could have been, but still, we'll take that. And great stuff on Wissa. And Wissa, 15 goals, brilliant, great achievement. And obviously, we'll go more into it more tomorrow. Obviously, when I do the buzz, that'll be tomorrow. That'll probably be around, think 5, 6 maybe. But I'll let people know, let everyone know about that, what time it'll be. Obviously, the buzz, as we all know. So I'll be going to all the weekend's games, talking about the semi-automated offsides, VAR. Please keep subbing. Obviously, follow me on Insta, Mr. B for Life 182, and sub to me at Mr. B Hiver Football Chat down there, and Mr. B chats England cricket. So that'll be this week as well. I think there's going to be more cricket streams later in the week. I think I'll be doing that. Maybe more about county cricket as well as England. But they'll be coming later on. Obviously, the football ones, the buzz and the buzz still buzzing. They're both. I'm doing those this week. Monday and probably Thursday, I would think. Also, the preview for the Brighton game. That's coming up. Probably, I don't know when that'll be. Probably Wednesday, maybe. Friday, not sure yet. So still plenty to come, guys. Please keep checking all my stuff out. Subbing, smashing the likes and everything, guys. It's been great. Enjoy your Sunday afternoon and evening, the rest of the day. For the time being, though, guys, I'm out of here. Cheers, guys. Thanks, everyone.